Feedback doesn't start with a conversation. Feedback starts with trust. We've all heard the expression that feedback is a gift. But is it really always a gift? I beg to disagree. If feedback comes from someone you hardly know, that you haven't built a relationship with, or worse, you don't respect, no matter how good the feedback is, it is not going to come across well. I want to discuss the essence of building trust, and then I want to share a feedback model that I have helped hundreds of people use with great success. Stick around to the end where I share my favorite 3 questions to ask in every conversation I have with my team. Let's start with the basics of building trust. Without trust, your team will never be high performers. It's as simple as that. Even the best person on your team, the best, most ambitious person on your team, is only going to give 80% effort if they don't trust you or their other teammates. I love both Stephen Covey and Brene Brown's take on trust, and I will share some great resources in the description below. Taking things from those 2 people, as well as my own experience, this is my take on trust. First, you need to be honest. It seems so obvious, and yet people don't have the hard conversations. Even if your people disagree with you or a decision, at least they know it will be the truth. Second, create an environment of transparency. This involves a huge topic of psychological safety, something I will cover in an upcoming video. But creating that environment of psychological safety where people feel safe to speak out and even disagree, that is immeasurable. So create that environment. And last, start by trusting others. Brene says something like, assume the most generous thing and then check in. And I love this because I believe that everyone wants to be their best. No one arrives at work wanting to be shit. So help everyone around you by going first and trusting. Now let's move on to the most effective feedback model I have ever come across. The sandwich method. No! No! The sandwich method is truly cringeworthy. It goes something like this. Hi, wow, you're wearing such a nice shirt today. And that presentation you did yesterday was truly awful. But, your hair's looking great. Okay, so now I know I'm exaggerating, but for anyone who has been the recipient of sandwich method feedback knows how belittling it is. For years, I have taught and used the EECC feedback model. It is so simple yet so effective that I have yet to hear of someone failing when using it. The first E is example. This simply states the example of something that happened. The second E is effect, where you explain the effect that behavior had on the team or situation. Moving on to the C's, the 2 C's. The C's are an or situation rather than an and situation. Let me explain. So C1 stands for change and C2 stands for continue. And this is the beauty of the model because it can be used to describe both positive, or to give both positive and negative feedback. Here are some examples. The presentation you delivered yesterday didn't focus in on the key messages our team wanted to convey. The effect is that we have to follow up with additional information and sessions to get everyone on the same page. In future, can you schedule some time to go through the deck with our team before we present to other stakeholders? Done. Example 2. The presentation you delivered yesterday was on point. The key messages came through crystal clear and you nailed our pitch. The effect is that everyone was informed and able to make a decision during the meeting. Thank you. Continue to zone in on those key messages. And yes, it's as simple as that. Now go on and try use this feedback model in your next conversation, and please let me know how it goes in the comments. I love to hear your stories. Now, as promised, these are my top 3 favorite questions to ask in every conversation I have with my team. 1. What aspects of your job are energizing you right now? 2. What commitments do you have outside of work for this week? And 3, what is one thing that I can do differently to support you in achieving your goals this week? And that's it. Those are my top 3 favorite questions to ask in every conversation. Feel free to use them. And again, let me know how it goes in the comments. I love hearing from you. I hope that was helpful. If yes, please subscribe to this channel. I want to help as many talent development professionals move from that overlooked order taker to the strategic business partner so that we can enhance our influence and impact on business success and employee development. Let's do this together. Now go on and be awesome.